Got Matt Maguire here, who played a very good game today. I'll tell you what.
Well, I was trying pretty hard, mate, actually. I was going for the Richie Vandenberg Award today. I probably missed out, but no, it was good fun. Like, obviously, great to get out there. You know, once you have a bit of a run around, the ball comes near you, competitive juices just start to flow a little bit, and it was good. Good to get hands
great
on
deck to be on as well, because it's a fantastic ground, and you
Magic.
seem to hold the ball and use it very well.
Oh, well, we were getting rolled early. And so, and they were putting a bit of pressure on us through the middle. So I think the boys stepped it up in the middle, decided to get a few more centre clearances and hold on to the ball a bit. So played it in our half in the third quarter and were able to get on top.
And the length of your boot hasn't changed, because you got onto a couple of them.
Yeah, look, I probably should lower my eyes a bit more, but I like just trying to blast the shit out of it. But sorry about that. When you get the ball, I'm a defender, so I think if I make a mistake, I'll try and make it as far away from our goals as possible.
Very smart. Thank you very much for your time, and well done today.
Had a good time. Thanks very much.
And we also have Luffy here, who is a seasoned campaigner here as part of Relive the Rivalry. Mate, you were looking pretty good out there today.
Well, I looked all right to start with, but then as the game went on, the body got sorer and sorer and sorer. And I could barely walk now, but it's worth it. It's a great cause. I've enjoyed playing in 6 or 7 of these. You had to have a chat with some of the old players you used to play with and against, and plus you get to meet lots of new people.
Lots of new people, but some of the guys that you probably have had a little bit to do with, one of those being Michael O'Loughlin. How good is he? Could he actually still be playing at the top level?
He's obviously his nickname Magic, and he shows it. And could you imagine Darryl White and Michael O'Loughlin on the same team in the same forward line? That would be fantastic. They are both so talented and so skillful, but Mick would love to play, and he does play now and again, but unfortunately just not every week.
No, it's magnificent. And you were on the end of quite a bit on the wing, and I think that could have been your place. I think you probably could have got another 3 or 4 years out of your career if you're a wingman.
Mate, I actually still play in Sydney. I've just turned 50. I still play local footy, not old boys footy, local footy. But it's also, in games like this, it's being smart. There's no point trying to chase the ball and try and get a kick. You just sit on the wing. If the ball's on one side, go to the other, and that's where you get the easy kicks from.
And your votes for the day, who do you reckon got the 3 votes?
Oh, look, little Maxi that played for us was good. Brett Stevens, although, we did let him kick a few of those goals. But a couple of guys in the middle are pretty good. I think for the bloke that probably played the best, without taking it too serious, Dane Swan. He was fantastic.
He's silky, isn't he?
He was good. He was really good.
Thanks, Luffy.
No worries, guys.
Rowan, what's Penguin Footy Ground? What a great ground it is.
Mate, we're pretty lucky to have a service like that on the coast, mate. It's pretty fantastic facilities, as you can see, and the ground's unbelievable, Nick. So, yeah.
Someone told me you retired from footy, and is that correct? Mate, you still kicked a few snags there today. Missed a couple. It could have easily been 5 or 6.
I think ended up with a few in the end. But I haven't been playing or training. This is the first thing I've done in about a year, so pretty happy to walk out of it, really.
Some good stars out there. And who do you follow in the footy?
Follow Geelong. Yeah, so there's a few excellent field guys. That's it out there. So no, it's always good to rub shoulders with those sort of guys. So yeah.
You had a good experience?
It was, mate. It was really good. Yeah, really appreciative, like it says, for charity, and really good. So.
All right. Good luck with that.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Michael O'Loughlin, I tell you what, mate, that was more than just magic. That was something special out there from you today.
Oh, I'm feeling every bit of soreness at the moment. It was good fun though, wasn't it? Boys running around, getting a kick. Plenty of goals. Hopefully the crowd had a good time.
Good fun to watch. Now, your mate there, Darryl White, you and him linked up. I reckon if there was a bit of a stat out there for how many times you looked for each other, you'd have racked up a lot.
He very rarely handballs, Whitey, so it was good to get 1 or 2 off him today. I might have to shout him a beer later on.
Now, you'd be proud of your Vic boys with your co-captain, with how you went really well. I guess that's the thing. We probably didn't expect that right from the start, because Tasmania started pretty well.
They did.
But your second half was magnificent.
Well, you know what? We haven't won for a while, so really put it to the lads and asked Dane Swan to step up, and it wasn't a holiday coming down here to Tassie, so it was good to see him here, and a few of the other lads really did grind it out in the end. So good to win. We needed it. We hadn't won for a long time, so good for the All-Stars to get one up.
Good work, Mickey. You are a champion. Thanks for being part of this game.
Appreciate it, man. Cheers.
Gary Bull Baker, in few goals today. It was pretty entertaining stuff out there.
Yeah, well, I just thought it might have been maybe my last game, so I just wanted to go out on a real high, and I'm disappointed with 4 actually. I probably should have kicked 6 or 8, but I'll do 4 will do.
Tell you what, Penguin Footy Ground, Footy Club, Dial Park, unbelievable service, great.
Mate, I couldn't believe how magnificent this stadium is up here, and the setup and everything, and even the showers and everything is just superb. I was just saying to a few boys earlier that, back in when I was growing up, you'd come to these sort of grounds that'd be full of mud and old wooden grandstands and all that sort of stuff. But the boys today, how lucky they playing on this sort of surface and this sort of situation is fantastic.
Some of the skills out today, Michael O'Loughlin and some of those boys, Darryl White, incredible to have a look, see them go around. Swanee, it was great to see him play.
Well, the legends that Wigo, does get for these games is just fantastic. Swanee this year, what a beauty. Mickey O plays every year, and Darryl White, you know why they were such great AFL footballers. When 20 years later you see them doing this sort of thing, it's just fantastic, mate. Ange Christou, all the boys, even the local boys that come up and play, Benny Beams and all these sort of guys, it's just fantastic. The Atkins boys, Hutto, a lot of great old legends that come from here, went and made it in the big time. Now they're back playing in these sort of games, supporting a great cause.
Paul, will we see you again? What do you think?
Look, I think so. I think I might have one more left in me. This time next year I'll be 68. That's if I can survive this coronavirus.
Yeah, no, we'll be right, Bill.
I think
we'll be right.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
See you next year.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
I was here to count the fantasy scores, and they were going to be of Dane Swan, but you do need to realise there's 3 points for a kick, 2 points for a handball. You gave off more handballs than I've ever seen in a game.
Well, certainly wouldn't happen if I was playing in the league, mate. No, absolutely not. So no fantasy today. So, I stuck to my usual game plan of 0 tackles. That's what I usually do. But, mate, I just try to get others involved, mate. That's what I do. If I can't kick, I'll give it to someone else who can do something with it.
You were very good. I tell you what, sitting in the midfield, did you go anywhere else? Because normally you do get thrown around a little bit on the bench, but you didn't even get time to sit on the pine very much today.
No one asked me to. Goose asked me to change once, so I sat down back for 5 minutes, but no one asked me to change. I was looking for one, but that's what happens, I guess.
Thanks for coming down here, mate, to Tasmania to be part of this great cause, and I'm sure that you'll be back again for another run.
Oh, man, I can imagine myself moving down to Penguin. Absolutely magnificent part of the world. Can't believe I've never been here, to be honest. And this is my silly question, are there penguins in Penguin?
There are. There's actually a big penguin down the street, which I think you probably need to go down and go and get a photo.
Oh, a real one?
A real one.
How big is
Real
it?
big one. Oh, it's about 10 foot, I reckon.
A real one, Jesus.
A big cement penguin that gets dressed up each Christmas time too, and plenty of people have done plenty of things to that over the time.
Yeah, well, I may be one about 4 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Good work, Swanee, and thanks for supporting Beyond Blue and being part of the game.
That's what I do, mate. It's all for the kids.
You're a good man.
No worries, mate. Thanks.
Simon Taylor. Simon, good to be back in Tasmania playing a bit of footy.
Yeah, awesome opportunity to come back. It's one of the good things about it, coming back home at least once a year, also for Christmas. Actually took a couple of the boys up to Barnbougle to have a hit of golf yesterday, which was good.
Yeah, how'd you score?
Oh, we weren't scoring yesterday. We played the Lost Farm yesterday and the Dunes this morning, and we were pretty stuffed by the time we got here, I think, today.
What about Dial Park? Not a bad facility. It's pretty good for the coast.
Well, I think when Tassie get their AFL team in a few years' time, we'll have a bit of a decision to make between Hobart, Launceston and now the North West Coast, so it's good.
Still enjoy having a kick out there with the boys?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's good to catch up with a few old faces you haven't seen for a while and have a bit of a run around.
Great place to be, Tasmania.
Lovely place to be. Lovely place.
Thanks, Simon.
Cheers.
Amy Smith, how was that playing out there on Dial Park here in Penguin? You were pretty good, especially in the second half.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty exciting to get out there. First half, kind of just finding my feet, and then second half, I just thought, just go get the ball and try, kick some goals. And
I reckon you had about 20 touches in the second half. Your mate Dane Swan, he found you a few times and got there and found the big sticks as well.
Yeah, I just thought I'd run in and follow the ball around and see how many touches I could get. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. It was good. Yeah.
Thanks for coming down and supporting the cause.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
David Rees-Jones, winning coach. Reece, I don't think Victoria's won too many of these, have they?
Mate, we've only won them in the north of the state. We won in Launceston, and we've won now in Penguin. So I'm suggesting we have every one of these games in the north of the state. We're not going back to Hobart ever again.
The whisper is it's going to be on the coast again next year. So that selection, I thought, Tassie got a better side, but Michael O'Loughlin and Darryl White, they were just unbelievable as all-stars.
Oh, they're like a good bottle of red. They're just getting better with age, aren't they? And they're superstars. They're the champions of the game, and they've still got it. They've still got it. They've still got a bag of tricks, and and they know how to play. So, it's great. Swanee, having Swanee there was fantastic.
Really
he's just a gun player, and he hadn't been out of it too long, so that certainly helps a bit. But, it's good. We're going to enjoy the beers tonight.
It's great winning these games. I know it's for charity, which is a great thing. It's a bit of fun, but you can still see when the boys extend themselves a bit that the skill factor's still there, and that's the thing that you look for. That Mickey O and Darryl White were doing things that you think they can't do that.
I don't know. I thought Darryl White was blind turning Casper the Ghost out there at times. I don't know who is blind turning, but I thought he was going to get dizzy there for a while. But look. They've just got that touch and that skill level that you never probably lose it, if you know what I mean. It's always there with you. It's gonna you're gonna get a bit slower and everything else, but those hand-eye coordination, they're good.
We had young Max and young Amy, and even Gary Bull Baker copped in for 4 or 5. So Bull just said to me before he was going to retire. He might come back for another one in Greece.
The way he's playing, I don't blame him either, but. He did bring up good point after the game. We don't need the Vivolas and these bloody goal hogs down there. We need to share it around, and that's what we did this year.
That's why you won, I think, Reece.
That's why we won. And the young bloke, I reckon he kicked 5, didn't he? Young Maxie. So, and young Amy kicked a couple. So, it was great for them too. And that's for young Max to be able to run out with his hero Dane Swan and play a game of footy with him and kick 5. That'll live with him for a long, long time.
Reece, it's been a pleasure, mate. Enjoy the beers tonight. I'm sure you will.
Don't worry about that.
Wigo, sensational day, mate. You would be absolutely stoked.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Finally get to the Northwest Coast, and wonderful day, well supported, and played the right spirits.
The supporters came out, which is great, but you've had so much support from local businesses up here. Been very lucky, and I guess that's the thing. We're here for charity, and they've all got behind it.
Yeah, Northwest Coast, outstanding. So to get that support, and I think people will learn about today and go, I want to get involved moving forward. So that makes it really great.
Well, from my end, I reckon we should come back up here again.
We're here, mate. I've already decided, so we'll definitely be here. They miss out on so much in Hobart. On the coast. Hobart and people and Launceston people spoilt the choice, and the Northwest Coast love their footy. So, as I said, with the virus and bits and pieces going on, we've lost people, but indirectly we've picked up people, and they'll go away, warm experience, and say, come next time.
It was a very entertaining day. Now, tell me, what were some of your highlights? Who might have got the 3 votes for you?
Mickey O'Loughlin, Darryl White. Mate, to see what they did, we were watching that 10 or 15 years ago on TV, so that was outstanding. But overall, the game was played in the right spirits. The girls, Amy Smith chipping in with 3 or 4 goals and all that type of stuff. How good was that? And all that type. Bull Baker, 67 years of age, and to see the way he presented and led up and stuff, but just played in the right spirits, and that's what it's all about. Rewarding guys that have done their bit in footy, whether it be AFL, VFL or local footy, and it was awesome.
Well, we appreciate what you've done because it's a magnificent event, well supported by everyone, but your hard work is so appreciated by everyone involved.
Thank you very much. Great effort by you guys, the live stream. As I say, guys on the mainland that can't get here or in Hobart would look at this today. So it's nice that some of the guys with their families can sit in their living rooms at home today in Melbourne and watch the game.
Great work, mate, and we look forward to the next instalment.
Thanks, Warnie. Thanks very much.